There are a lot of ways you can get ripped off when buying a used phone. In this video, I'm going to show you what to watch out for. So here we have a Samsung S10 Plus that we're looking at. You want to go to a white screen, something like the phone dial pad. A nice white screen will work fine. These newer phones, like Samsung and iPhones, they have AMOLED screens. And a common issue with these is if you leave an image on for a very long time, it'll burn itself into the screen and be there permanently, like a little shadow in the background. So you want to take a good close look at that screen and make sure there are no shadows anywhere. Next thing you want to check for is dead pixels. They're most common around the border, so go around the border, check for those. There's a dead pixel right there, or multiple dead pixel spots. That's why you want to go to the white screen. Those dead pixels are impossible to miss if you're on a white screen. The rest looks good. Then you want to check for cracks, which obviously there are a lot on this device. And being on the white screen again makes them easy to see. It especially helps if you turn the screen sideways. As you can see, this crack here, you don't really see it right now, but as soon as I turn the device sideways, that crack there, or those cracks, become very obvious. You also want to take a good look around the back. This device here, the back glass is completely shattered. It being white makes the cracks also very easy to see. A darker color might make it a little bit harder. You also want to take a good look at the camera. Make sure there's no scratches or cracks across the lenses, because that'll mess up your pictures. Also, make sure the sensor here doesn't have any cracks across it. Make sure there's no scuffing around the camera lens because it protrudes a bit. And then take a good look around your screen. There's your SIM card tray and a microphone. And then you have a power button here. Make sure that works. And then you also want to take some headphones and a charger with you. Plug those in, make sure it charges, make sure the headphone jack works, make sure the speaker works. A very easy way to test that is just by turning your ringtone on. That way you don't have to find audio. Make sure your Bixby button works if you have one. Make sure the volume buttons work. Very common. And then there's also one more very important thing you have to check on the software side. Easy way to find it is by dialing *##06#. This works for iPhone and Android. And then you have it'll show your IMEI number. I put a link in the description of this video to a website that will check your IMEI. You want to put your IMEI number in there of whatever device you're testing, and then search, and then it'll show you the results. It'll show you when the device was made, where it was made, if it's still under warranty, and a lot of other information. But you want to check mainly the blacklist status. If your phone is blacklisted, it means that it's been stolen or marked as stolen, or somebody had it on a contract, didn't buy it out, and stopped paying their bills. And then now that phone is blacklisted and can't be used on that carrier anymore. If you buy that phone, that's a very big problem for you, because you have basically an MP3 player or a fancy iPod, because you won't be able to connect your phone to any service provider, or at least not the service provider that it's blacklisted on. So check for that. And that is basically it. If all that passes, the device is good to go, and you're going to be perfectly fine buying that phone. There's a lot to watch out for on phones. I would say probably more so than on laptops and computers because of that IMEI number. You also want to check the lock status, make sure the phone is not locked to a certain service provider. If it is, you'll only be able to use it on that one service provider unless you get it unlocked. Most devices nowadays, the newer ones, come factory unlocked. Anyways, that'll be it for this video. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll see you in the next video.